Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from Skiessentials.com.
I'm Bob. Happy Friday.
Welcome back to our Top 5 Fridays ski industry news videos. Big thanks to anybody that entered the Kendo giveaway on Instagram.
A lot of interest.
Yeah, well, it's a sweet ski.
Yeah, it's easy too.
Right. If you don't have to do anything and you could potentially win a ski, you're probably going to enter.
Yep.
Right? So, yeah, thanks to everybody that entered. It was really cool to see all the excitement. And congratulations to the winner, Benton Sherman, taking home a brand new pair of Kendo 88s.
Nice.
So we will contact you right before this video goes live. And yeah, you can have this pair right here if you want.
177?
If you want a 177, they're yours.
Yep.
Unless you want like a pair in the plastic, then that's fine too.
Most people like them in the plastic, I feel.
Right. It's a little more exciting.
Yeah.
And you get like the unboxing experience.
Yeah.
Anyways, congratulations, Benton. And I guess in other news, before we get into the actual Top 5 Fridays news, we get to go skiing tomorrow, Bob.
On a lift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yep. We did a little YouTube short video to promote this giveaway, and I inaccurately said that Stowe was opening today, and in my defense, Stowe made the announcement that they were pushing it to Saturday like 15 minutes after I filmed that. So
You were accurate with the information you had.
Right.
That's all.
So we did not get to go skiing today. There is not going to be any skiing footage in this Top 5 Fridays video, unfortunately. But we are going to be on hill tomorrow, so we'll be, right back into ski review season pretty soon, which I know I'm looking forward to, and I can only imagine that you are too, Bob.
Sure am.
With that, I think we can get right into the week's news. So we'll start off with some FIS World Cup updates. Women's slalom in Finland this weekend. We talked about that last week. Bob, I do have an update on the reindeer prizes. You do not get to keep your reindeer.
I just didn't think you could keep a reindeer. And for someone like Michaela, who's winning multiple Levy slalom races, like she can't just all of a sudden start another profession as a reindeer farmer.
I don't want to be a reindeer farmer. No, you were right. They get to name their reindeer, and it's like they are given an adoption, basically. So still kind of cool.
Still cool.
They get to stand with it on the podium.
They get to say they have a reindeer. I think that's awesome.
Yep. In other ski racing news, Killington received the green light for their event the following weekend, the weekend after Thanksgiving. So super excited about that. I don't know if I'll make it down. You going to make it down, Bob?
I don't think so.
I know at least somebody from our company will be there, and I'm gonna see if I can fit it into the schedule and get down there, at least for slalom.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. And then we also have this Dubai World Cup slopestyle going on this weekend. That's streaming on Eurosport in technically in the United States, although it's sometimes hard to access. I was kind of looking into how to get access to that and was struggling a little bit. So fingers crossed that I can find a live stream of that, and I wish I had more concrete information on how you can watch that, but
that's what Google's for.
that is what the Googles is for. So pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where it feels like we're after 7 of 8 races canceled, it feels like we're finally getting started.
Kind of a herky-jerky beginning to the season. But
Yep. But
onward.
That's okay.
Yep.
And then to continue the Little Cottonwood Canyon gondola discussion in our second topic of the week, if you recall, back in September, the Utah Department of Transportation made the gondola their official recommendation. Bob, we talked about how when we were out there, we saw a lot of signs that were very outspokenly anti-gondola.
I did not see any pro-gondola signs.
Not a single one.
All negative from what I could tell.
I would say the ratio was 100 to 0.
Yeah, it was definitely an anti-gondola sentiment.
So to continue that conversation, we got some more insights this week. Estimated cost per rider, and we're going to talk more about this in a second, is going to be in the $90 to $200 range. I don't want to go too far into this because they did not give any specific details on how that was calculated. I don't know if that's over the expected lifetime of the gondola. I would assume that it is. But they won't be charging $90 to $200 for a ticket up it.
Right.
So it raises this kind of profound question of how much is this costing taxpayers if that's where the rest of the money is coming from.
Right.
And it sounds like significantly it's going to cost taxpayers.
Yeah, and if you're not a skier,
Then yeah, like what do
then
you
don't
care?
want to. Then you don't want to pay it.
Right.
But we also can't pick and choose what taxes we pay.
Bob, I believe I heard you have the reaction that this is never going to happen.
I don't think we're going to see a gondola. that's my opinion after all this stuff.
It certainly feels like there's a lot of hoops to jump through.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if it's going to be worth jumping through all those hoops.
No, I mean, it would be an impressive feat of engineering, I think, and a really
Yep.
ambitious like transportation initiative, but like
Yep.
just looks difficult.
I'd say it's an impressive feat of engineering and an impressive feat of financing
Yeah.
if they're able to figure out how to make this happen.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a big tunnel guy. Tunnels and trains.
Yeah, a tunnel would be tough. Be like a really steep tunnel.
That's what funiculars are for.
Okay, I don't know too much about tunnel engineering. Anyways, so we'll keep an eye out on this. I think we've asked before what your opinion is. I think it seemed like most people were anti-gondola.
Yeah, and it kind of goes in the face of my no one ever tries anything anymore general theory.
Because they
but,
give like a ton of reasons why
Yeah,
no one's
just-
trying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at
No,
least they're like
it-
opening the discussion, which I'm in favor of.
Yeah, I mean, even me, the poster boy for the
Yeah, you're
pro
pro-gondola.
gondola crowd, I'm even starting to come around
Yeah.
to this. I don't know about this. So, anyways, moving on. Third topic of the week, kind of another one piggybacking off some common themes lately. We have an article from the Associated Press that's specifically looking in depth at the housing crisis in Vail. And I thought the most interesting part of this article were specific anecdotes from residents, and those kind of covered just housing costs in general. I think there was like a little over 100 square foot room that was rented for $900 a month.
Yeah, it's absurd.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like not an apartment, just a room.
a room.
Yeah. They talked about the lottery system for the
Mhm.
chance to even buy a unit.
Yeah, for $500,000. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm sure that falls under like low income,
Right.
like affordable housing.
And like 39 people entered the lottery,
Right.
and I think there was one winner.
Yeah, you win the chance to buy a $500,000
Right.
apartment.
It's crazy. And then also just lack of employees. They talked to some business owners who
Yeah.
were, trying to hire up for the season. And it's been a while now, but as a former manager of a store in Summit County, that it's just unbelievably challenging. And you get so many people. It's like a really challenging dynamic because you get so many people applying, and pretty much with every single applicant, you have to have the conversation of like, do you have a place to live?
Yeah, that was like when I was in Breckenridge. It was 22 years ago now, and that was
Probably
like
even hard then.
pretty much the second question they asked me.
Right.
Like, when can you start, and do you have a place to live?
Right.
Unfortunately, I could do both of those things, but like I had never thought of it before that would be a huge issue for employers.
Yeah, and it's only getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
I'd say that's amplified. Kind of the other side of this is it's amplified by increased congestion at popular ski areas.
Yeah,
So
skiing's super popular right now. There's
Right.
just an enormous demand, and that's just the way the trend this way in the capitalistic society that we live in
Right.
is going. And
Right.
there's going to be an equilibrium at some point, some diminishing return, but
Yep.
right now we're definitely in that upward trend of demand.
Right. There's this just like dichotomy between the amount of people that want to go skiing and the amount of people that can work at a ski area
Right.
or in a ski town.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy.
We've said it before. We see it here in Stowe.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how much they're offering for jobs, but the starting pay at Stowe Mountain Resort is like pretty darn high.
Yeah, I would have been stoked to have that,
Right.
back in my ski bum days.
And
but
it just goes to show that like they're trying as hard
Yeah.
as they can to staff up
Yep.
Accordingly.
Yep.
So, interesting article from the Associated Press. I encourage you to go take a look at that. And then the fourth article of the week, we have.
Do it.
I was nailing the pronunciation earlier. Verispellis.
Yeah, Latin for truth in skiing.
Thank you, Bob. Verispellis Skis. If you haven't heard of them, this is a startup company that they're building skis that you can change the flex pattern and rocker profile basically through an app on your phone,
Yeah.
which I don't know.
So the theory is that there's material in there that's temperature sensitive, and you turn up the temperature on your phone, and it changes the properties of the ski,
Yeah,
Both.
just I don't.
flex and bend.
I don't believe it.
Okay.
I believe that it's possible. I just don't believe that it's like sustainable and financially viable on a large scale. But
Yeah.
I've been wrong before. I was wrong about reindeer.
Yep.
I can be wrong about shape-shifting skis.
I just
too.
think that if you're carrying around batteries and heating elements in skiing, that you should use them for
to heat your body.
heat your body instead of your skis.
Maybe it heats the ski right underfoot.
If it does that, that would be amazing.
Yeah, if you get some nice residual heat from your ski.
It's like radiant flooring.
All right, now I'm on board. And then finally, we have our edits of the week. First is Sammy Carlson. Yup, Sammy Carlson. It just continues to impress.
Is this the one you were watching yesterday by yourself and marveling at his skills?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I go off on a weird tangent about a rodeo 10 and I couldn't tell if it was a double or a triple, and was it flat 3 to
No.
rodeo 7? Was it flat 3 to flat 3 to flat 3? Was it flat 3 to upright 3 to flat 3?
It was that type of excitement that I heard. I didn't know what you were talking about, but I could tell that you liked the movie.
I'm still
the
not
show.
sure. I've watched that clip a few times now, and I'm not sure. So check that out. Really good. I think about 12 minutes long, so not like a huge time
Yeah.
commitment. And then we have episode 39 of 50 from Cody Townsend's The 50 Project. Don't have to tell you, those are always really entertaining. Cody's a great storyteller. And then we have Rich's role, Tom Rich, Legs of Steel. This was hilarious. You might be thinking of this. I
Yeah,
don't even want to
maybe.
give too much away. The very formal, very serious backcountry competition.
That you were offended you didn't get invited to.
I don't know if offended was the right word. I think I just said, I want to hit that jump. But no, it's really good, and I don't want to give anything away. I think this was very, very well put together, and it kind of takes you on a ride from, is this a real competition? How serious is this? To, I'll let you make your own judgments of what that turns into by the end of the video.
The commentating is my favorite part.
Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
They nailed it.
Yeah.
What they were trying to do,
They did it.
while some people won't realize what they were trying to do, they
Yeah.
absolutely nailed it. So
Yeah, it was good.
that's it for this week's Top 5 Fridays. If you live in Ski here in Stowe, look for Bob and I on the lift line tomorrow.
Yep. It should be nice.
We'll be there.
It's wintry out there.
Yeah,
Very nice looking.
they got breakfast sandwiches.
Is that a fact?
I haven't. Oh,
Ooh. That was last year.
Uh-oh. Somebody did tell me, if I recall, it was somebody that I trust with that knowledge that they are going to do breakfast sandwiches again.
That's a big promise.
I have an exercise-induced wheat allergy, so I can't eat said breakfast sandwiches before skiing, or there'll be an anaphylactic incident.
Yeah,
And
put them in your pocket.
I think I did that last year.
Yeah.
It got real gross. Anyways, if you're at Stowe tomorrow, keep an eye out for us, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.